from Kroger Field in Lexington, Kentucky. We have a late-season top 25 showdown that could be crucial to the postseason picture. It's the North Dakota State Bison and the Kentucky Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
North Dakota State's head coach told me before the game he is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The ball is teed up, and the Bison ready to kick it away and get this game started. He'll start the return inside his spot. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Wildcats offense will have the football first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Baxter. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Throwing, Sellers. Makes the catch. It's Ferguson. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Barely 2 minutes into the game, and they're already in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
It's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Here's Sellers to throw. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Wildcats! Gets it into the end zone.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he's coming out of the end zone. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. And now North Dakota State gets its first chance to go on offense. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. You're like, sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him.
There he goes. Huge play on that one. Took it across the 50, and they'll mark him down at the 45. Offense set on first down. Off play action. Pocket breaking down. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Complete to Williams over the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Brown wants to pass. Looking to scramble. He's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Under fire. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season, and these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Fourth down, Sellers. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Sellers trying to escape and get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Options galore here, second and just a few inches. Handoff for Baxter. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Makes the grab, it's Rodriguez. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's going to take off. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
And this defense is going to have their hands full, right? I mean, you saw him throw it, a couple plays ago, and you see him take off and run. They've got to do something to kind of put him...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Throwing, Sellers. He's got him. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Makes the catch. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. After one quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll run it with Baxter. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And he's going to bring it out. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. Oh, he's got some space. He's up to 55 yards on the ground, and he is well within striking distance of a 1,200-yard rushing season. They'll give it to him again. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Behind the chains now on second and long. Brown will throw it. He's going for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Chase to the right. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. He's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Fires to the middle. With the catch, it's Rodriguez. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And they're attacking the middle of the field. That's a big gain by the offense. And I know the big fella, I know it takes him a second to get going, but once he gets 8, 10, 12 yards downfield, those are big strides.
Turning it on the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. In the red area, it's Baxter. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Here's Sellers to throw. Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. as if every play call with this guy, you've got the play that's called, and if that doesn't work, something that might even be more dangerous.
How nice is that as an offensive coordinator, right, Reese? You know that even if what you called isn't exactly going to work, this guy can just pull a rabbit out of the hat. He can go backyard football and just take off. Man, this guy is fun to watch.
Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Push down for the tackle. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Brown wants to pass. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Using his feet. Quarterback gets the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Might have a chance. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. On the left side, grabbed by Williams.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the 2nd quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hook up there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Needing to move the chains. Here comes Kentucky on 4th. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them. They're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Again, it's Sellers. He's got it. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Kentucky!
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Brown will throw it. Myers on the move. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Here we go, ready. 129, go.
Looking to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. That's caught by Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's third and deep shot for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on. Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. They're working that left side. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use a timeout instead. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Zings it complete to the right. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3-spot before the break. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. There is a flag on the play, and if this is on the defense, guys, would you take the points off the board here? They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands.
Number 77, set to kick it away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter, ripping through the defense. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We start with a look at Rutgers, taking on the number 10 team, the UCLA Bruins. And it's the Bruins on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now some other games you may have interest in, social media certainly does, inside the Big Ten. Now back to your game at Kroger Field. This tight end is enjoying quite the day through 2 quarters. It's amazing how athletic tight ends are now and just how much they're utilized. He's played a starring role in giving them this halftime lead. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Old Commonwealth Stadium and Kroger Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to power their way ahead. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. He's now up to 95 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Grabbed behind the line, it's Myers. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Brown wants to pass. Fires downfield. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Throws to the tight end. Another incompletion on third down. And here comes the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. Play fake, Sellers. Throws to the wideout. That's caught. It's Miller. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Sellers. Looking left. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Wildcats peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Right on the money. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. After the completion, we see there is a man down and the clock will stop to check on him. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Sellers to the air again. Under fire. Runs through the tackle. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. It's on target and complete. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. The Wildcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
And, man, you see it again. It's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass, everybody playing pass, but he's just got such a knack and such a feel to take off and run and make people miss and create explosive plays, and that's why they built the lead here today.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew he was this good. He has been gashing in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job, playing fast.
And he's in! Touchdown, Wildcats! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Pulls and fires complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Brown will throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Scott. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion.
Here we go. Ready. Black 88. Black 88. Go, go.
Got room to work. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's looking deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on the Wildcat sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. It's complete to the right. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on second and long from the 23.
Ready, go!
Brown wants to pass. Williams open on the right side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. Here's a heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Here's the pressure. Turns it on in midfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Always impressive to grind through in the late season and get a solid victory, and now it just keeps rolling as we turn our attention to what's in store for next week. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Throwing, Sellers. Moving out to the right. Breaks into the open. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Plucks it out of the air. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Touchdown, Wildcats. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Now, honestly, it's been about complimentary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. The run inside. It's Mitchell. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment defeated.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. First down and 5 after the penalty. Caught behind the line. It's Cunningham. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the big fella. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Using his legs, it's Mitchell. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. He'll They'll try it again. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Could be an alley. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. A 1st down for the offense. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Makes a catch.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Wants to throw. It's Ward. Open space at the 25. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the 1st down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
From the red zone, it's Ivory. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
They'll keep it on the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Back to throw, it's Ward. Gets it out fast. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So it's an 80-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Running inside, it's Mitchell. Nice move to keep running. There he goes. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they are